All right, so we're working with Gus here.
Oh, so
We've actually just formed a really cool new relationship with a nonprofit organization. They're doing a lot of they're doing a lot of stuff for veterans. And one of the things that they're doing is service dogs for veterans. So veterans that have PTSD. So Gus is a dog that came in yesterday, and we think he's going to be a good service dog. But we always like to do a couple little few tests. And these tests aren't definitive. They don't tell us the whole story about the dog. What they can do is give us a few, if there's maybe some red flags. And so really what the tests are is we want to see how the dog responds without any training, without any help, to things that might be scary. So for example, we'll do something like that, and his response was exactly what we want to see. So, we dropped the thing, he was a little bit startled, but then he was interested. And so when we're, we want to stress the dog essentially. I know that might sound mean. We want to stress him and say, hey, can you put up with this? Because in the process of training a dog for service work, there's going to be stress. There's going to be different types of stress. There's going to be stress coming from the handler, because maybe the handler's having a bit of a meltdown. There's going to be stress from the environment. There's going to be shopping carts and elevators and cars backfiring. And so what we want to do is see, can the dog deal with stress? Because if I was to drop this and he lost his mind, and because we've had this, you drop it, the dog poops himself and runs away. Obviously not a fun thing to see, but what it shows us is this dog might not have the right nervous system. I'm going to get some more stuff here. So nervous system is a genetic thing, right? And why don't you keep moving around a little bit? So nervous system is a genetic thing where, we're born with the genes that we have. So we don't change the genes, we can enhance what's there, but we don't change them. And so, if we have a dog with a nervous system that's already starting out very weak, he doesn't even care. Good boy. If we have a dog starting out with a nervous system that's already very weak, he's afraid of everything, nervous by everything, can we make that dog better? Yeah, we can, through training you can make any dog better, but the question is how much better can we get the dog? We can't always get the dog to be strong enough to be able to handle going in public and all the stress that comes with that. Let me get something else here. So essentially we just throw some weird stuff at him, see how he handles it. Oops.
Gus.
I was hoping that was going to stay open. Let me get his attention. Gus! And so I want to see, and there, he's a little avoidant of the umbrella, doesn't, a little bit nervous about it, but doesn't react poorly.
And he recovered really well.
He recovered.
Food right after.
Ideally, I'd like to see him want to investigate the umbrella like he did with the tin pan, but that was still fine what he did there. What do we do here? Oh, there we go. Now, let me get one more thing here. So folks are always asking us, how do we know if the dog's going to be a good service dog? So, after we do these little tests here, this doesn't definitively say, yes, he's going to be a good service dog. But what we're seeing is some nice stuff. What we're seeing is a dog that doesn't seem to care too much. We're seeing it, how food driven is he?
He seems like he's not about the food, but he'll take it.
Okay. So we like to see a dog that has food drive. Now his doesn't seem crazy where he's oh, I want to eat it.
But he takes it and actually chews it and swallows it without any issues.
So we want to see food drive. We want to see how well he engages with the owner. We want to see how he deals with stress. And we've taken him out a little bit and had him around people walking around and had him around dogs. So there's other stuff that we've done. So it's not in 10 minutes right now throwing some stuff at him we can say, yeah, he's going to be an awesome service dog. But what I'm seeing, I like. I'm seeing, he's not terribly stressed. If something does make him nervous, he's okay, whatever. And he recovers just fine and he's not distraught about it. Whereas I say, other dogs that we've tested, you do some of this stuff and they're freaking out and they're shivering, and that's probably not going to be the right service dog. But this guy just takes it in stride. You know, doesn't seem to mind too much. Likes the food, likes people.
Good.
And based on everything else that we've done, taking him out, having him around other dogs, everything looks good. And so like I say, if you're looking to get a service dog for yourself, these are just some things that you can do. The main test is going to come though as we start working now. You know, because now that we start working and start doing the training and see how he does, sometimes we might see, you know, little fears come up or anxieties come up that we weren't expecting. That's not terribly common, but you know, so a dog can still wash out after, you know, doing fine in these little tests. But anyways, if you're looking to kind of test your dog and see if your dog has what it takes, these are just a couple little things that might give you a little bit more insight on whether or not you have a dog that could be a service dog.